Welcome back, awesome Action Toy fans and subscribers. I've picked up a loose Magneto, Marvel Infinite. He looks rather cool. The great thing about being in China is you can find lots of things loose secondhand and get them a lot cheaper than if they were brand new, obviously, and cheaper than retail. And this one's quite hard to find in retail and quite expensive if you find him brand new in box on eBay or something like that. He looks rather cool. So let's have a quick look at him. So he's aesthetic. This helmet mask is really nice. I'm not quite sure about the hair coming out of it. That looks a bit unusual to me. I'm not sure what story arc that's from, but that face and that helmet is really good for like a conversion for a knight in shining armor, or just a knight basically, evil or good either way, but with those eyes painted, if you kept them, that'd be quite evil. Cloak looks cool, but you know, it's going to get in the way of some of the articulation, so I'm going to pop that off in a second. We'll do it now. Head off. Have a look at the cloak. Good for a mage's cloak as well, so you could make a nice mage out of that. Let's put his head back on. So it appears... How interesting. You should be able to pull out that section and have just a head. If I do that, I'm going to rip the plastic out though. The hair will break. So that's something that's possible, and something that you may want to do since it is glued inside. But if you do that, then you'll have a different size hole there. So maybe better just to snip off the hair if you want to do that. Okay, let's pop that back on. So let's have a look at his articulation. So he has his left and his right. Hair gets in the way a little bit. He has tiny up and down, and he has a tiny side to side. Shoulders, he gets 180 on this, on both arms. Okay. Biceps is a single joint, and he doesn't quite make 90 degrees. Fist and open hand, there is no wrist articulation, only swivel at the elbow joint. Nothing on the waist. Hips, this is Marvel Infinite. Acceptable, I guess. Double knee joint, so he gets an okay bend, about 90 degrees, but not great because the sculpt gets in the way. Can I make that any more than 90 degrees? Yeah, I can get slightly more than 90 if you change the way you bend it. Feet are pretty cool. He gets a really good tippy toe. And he gets very good on the, pretty cool on the Michael Jackson. Woohoo! And his feet they twist? Let's have a look. They don't twist, but they do rock. Yeah, there's no twist there. He looks cool. And this waist section we've seen before, but I can't remember which character I've seen this on. We have seen that before. He looks quite cool. I really like that head. The cloak's cool too, but you know, it's just going to get in the way of articulation, and it's going to overbalance him backwards. So without the cloak, he stands very easily. If I put the cloak on, straight away he's going to fall back. So you either have to use the cloak as actually it's not even long enough to support him on backwards, which is a shame. So you have to lean him forward slightly, or take a different stance for him to stand up straight while having the cloak if you don't have a base for him. Okay, so now he's leaning forwards a bit. He can stand up. Okay, let's give him a quick comparison in height. I will choose, let's take an Acid Rain Prospector. He towers above here, he is a tall figure. Let's take Epoch Capsule Droid, who are quite tall, and he's taller than him, quite a bit as well. Let's look at Mr. Freeze, because he's a big 1/18 scale. Mr. Freeze is bigger. Let's look at a Zombie Lab Zoe. He is taller than Zoe. Let's look at Boss Fight Studios. It's taller than the Boss Fight Studios. Look at Jada Robocop, who's quite small and towers over Robocop. Yeah, Robocop's the worst enemy being made of metal. Let's look at Hulk, because I like to use Hulk a lot, and obviously Hulk is a lot bigger. Though wearing that metal, he won't fancy his chances against Magneto so much. Nice figure, but the prices in this tend to be quite high. I got him again reasonably cheap because it was loose and second hand, and I did really want to get it for that head, and I'm not disappointed. There's lots of potential for customization in the head there. Cloak is nice too. Paint apps are very basic. There's no shade or anything, which is a shame because it could have made it pop a lot more. You could just chop that hair off and use it on another figure. I just don't like that hair. To me, it's a bit too Viking-esque even, which doesn't look so cool. Look better off on this guy here, you know, put that hair on him as well. But it's a cool little figure. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys signing out, saying please like, share and subscribe. I'll be back soon with more Awesome Action videos for you. Stay happy and keep collecting, okay? Bye-bye.